Government policies to achieve macroeconomic objectives. Hello, students. Today, we are going to learn about the different policies that governments use to manage the economy. These policies are important because they help to achieve key goals like stable prices, low unemployment, and sustainable growth. Let's dive into each type of policy, understand how they work, and see their impact on businesses. Government policies. Governments use four main types of policies to achieve their macroeconomic objectives. Monetary policy, fiscal policy, supply-side policy, exchange rate policy. Monetary policy. Monetary policy involves changes in interest rates, which are determined by the central bank. Let's look at the main points. Objectives and mechanisms. Central banks like the European Central Bank and the Central Bank of India use interest rates to control inflation. If inflation is too high, the central bank raises interest rates to cool down the economy. If inflation is too low, the central bank lowers interest rates to stimulate economic growth and reduce unemployment. Impact on business and business decisions. Higher interest rates increase the cost of borrowing money, which can reduce profits for businesses that have a lot of debt. Make consumer borrowing more expensive, leading to lower demand for items bought on credit like houses and cars. Often lead to a stronger currency, which can affect exports. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy involves government decisions on spending and taxes. Here's how it works. Government expenditures and revenues. Major areas of government spending include social security, health services, education, defense, and law and order. Main sources of tax revenue include income tax, VAT, value-added tax, corporation tax, and excise duties. The government's annual budget outlines its spending, tax, and borrowing plans, which can result in a budget deficit, spending more than income, or a surplus, spending less than income. Impact on business and business decisions. Situation 1. Recession and rising unemployment. The government may increase spending, such as building hospitals or schools, and/or reduce taxes to boost demand in the economy. This is called an expansionary fiscal policy and often leads to a budget deficit. Situation 2. Booming economy and overheating. The government may reduce spending and/or increase taxes to control excessive demand. This is called a contractionary fiscal policy and aims to reduce inflation and balance of payments deficits. Summary of fiscal and monetary policies. Fiscal policy, raising taxes and reducing spending to control inflation. Monetary policy, increasing interest rates to reduce economic growth and control inflation. Supply-side policies. Supply-side policies aim to improve the economy's efficiency and competitiveness. Here's how they work. Key policies. Reducing income tax rates encourages people to work more and start businesses. Reducing corporation tax rates encourages companies to invest more by increasing their retained earnings. Increasing labor market flexibility and productivity. Providing subsidies for worker training. Increasing funding for higher education. Encouraging skilled immigration. Restricting welfare benefits to those who genuinely need them. Infrastructure and business environment. Government spending on infrastructure like roads and dams can improve productivity. Simplifying the process for starting a business encourages new enterprises. Exchange rate policy. Exchange rate policy involves managing the value of the country's currency. Here's what you need to know. Factors affecting exchange rates. Demand for currency comes from foreign buyers of domestic goods, services, foreign tourists, and foreign investors. Supply of currency comes from domestic businesses buying foreign imports, domestic travelers going abroad, and domestic investors buying foreign assets. Appreciation versus depreciation. Exchange rate appreciation benefits importers by reducing costs of imported goods. Harms exporters because domestic goods become more expensive abroad. Helps to reduce inflation. Exchange rate depreciation benefits exporters by making domestic goods cheaper abroad. Increases costs for importers. Can lead to higher inflation. Policy implications. Governments aim for exchange rate stability to reduce economic risks. Depreciation can boost competitiveness, but may lead to higher inflation. Appreciation can improve living standards by lowering the cost of imports. Questions to keep you thinking. What is the main goal of monetary policy? To control inflation and manage economic growth through changes in interest rates. How does fiscal policy help during a recession? By increasing government spending and/or reducing taxes to boost demand. What is a key benefit of reducing income tax rates? It encourages people to work more and start new businesses. How does exchange rate appreciation affect importers and exporters? It benefits importers by lowering costs, but harms exporters by making goods more expensive abroad. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. By Dr. Sajad Haider.